and I bought a ICOM 7300. And I didn't realize after I bought it how many people had bought one of these radios. ICOM did real well with this radio.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a lot of Yaesu equipment, but as newer hams were coming in the hobby and asking about radios, I saw that 7300 with that band scope, and I told them, cut to the chase, get you a good hex beam and an ICOM 73, and you'll be talking around the world. Then this DX10 came out by Yaesu, and I tell you, the screen on it and its capability, especially on the receive filtering, just blew my mind there. Over.
Yeah, talking about Yaesu, I've never owned one, but I don't know how long you've been on amateur radio. I've only been on since 2007. But back in 1976, 1977, I was in high school, and I was a CBer, and I was studying for my novice. And I used to go to this radio store, Harrison Radio in New York, and look at the FT101B. I drooled over that radio. But unfortunately, I went into service, and my desire and time and effort to put into the ham kind of diminished, and I didn't get my ticket to 2007. But I've always wanted a 101B, and I just bought one about a week ago, and I've sent it away to a guy in Florida doing a full restoration of it, so I'm looking forward to getting it back.
Oh, well, congratulations on finding one. I really love the old rigs, and a friend of mine, he knew that I had a passion for old stuff, and he gifted me a 101B, and it's sitting right here on the shelf. And he also gave me an Omni 10-Tech C, and the weight difference between those two radios is amazing. That Yaesu about break your back, and then the Omni, when you go to pick it up, it's almost like when you reach in the refrigerator and you grab an empty jug of milk and you bump the top of the fridge. That's what happens when you move both those radios in the same day. They're over.
Yeah, QSO. How is the 101B operating?
Oh, absolutely. My buddy that gave it to me, he's an older hand, been in it for 40, 50 years, and he lives in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. He used to be a snowbird, 6 months up there, 6 months here in Tennessee till his wife retired, and he's just one of the most humble, polite guys I've ever met, and he's like, yeah, I went through that radio. That means he went completely through it, and it does everything it's supposed to do. Over.
Yeah, this guy Paul got his call sign. He's out of Green Cove, Florida. He is renowned for his restorations, and I figured, I got the money. I'm gonna spend a little bit of money and do it right instead of do it piecemeal and having to replace things every couple of months.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got lucky. I got a Heathkit amplifier off of a guy off Craigslist, of all things. He worked for Motorola for 40 years, and he has the manual from where he put this Heathkit amplifier together, I don't even know how many years ago, and then he penciled in the back all of the things that he's replaced and upgraded in it. He's even added a new wafer switch to it to give it a standby position even when it's on, so you can leave the fan running, but yet not be transmitting when you key down. It's just amazing.
Yeah, that's a gift when you find something like that. It's not too common, but when you do, you got something there, and you best to jump on it, whether you need it or not, because you'll regret not doing it unless it's prohibitively expensive. I heard you say when I was messing around the office here before I got back on the van, that you in the 101st. When were you in there from?
Yeah, I got stationed here the first time in '93 and left in '97, and then I came back again in 2003, and I stayed in the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 502nd Infantry, for about 11 years until I retired in December 2013. They're over.
QSO, yeah, I was at Fort Drum in 78, doing a winter school with the Marine Corps, and we were up there, and 101st was up there too, and I was pretty impressed with them. They were pretty sharp troops.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm pretty proud of them. And actually, my son is currently stationed at Fort Drum. He joined last year, went infantry, and he's in an infantry battalion there at Fort Drum. And however, they've deployed 2 months ago to Syria, so he's currently sitting in Syria there. Over.
What is it, 10th Mountain?
Yes, sir. He's in 10th Mountain as an infantry soldier.
QSL, yeah. Now, Are you Air Mobile qualified? Air Mobile?
Yeah, I went through Air Assault School back in '92 here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I'm also into Ranger School and Malaysian Combat Tracker School, Expert Infantry Badge, all that hoorah stuff there over.
Yeah, I heard of a friend of mine. I was at Embark in the Marine Corps loading vessels up, and I was supposed to go to a air delivery school, load master school, and I wound up not going. But I had some friends who went to both the airborne school and the air assault school, and they said the air assault school was tougher.
I was talking to a kid in the base exchange here. We call it the PX, but I'll translate since he's in the Marines there. But I was asking him because he had a bunch of uniforms in his hand, asking where he's going. He said he's going to school, and I said, "Oh, okay, you going to leadership school?" He said, "No, I'm going to air assault school." And I told him, I said, "Oh, that's the 10 hardest days in the Army." And he got a chuckle out of that because they have a sign in front of the airborne school, the air assault school here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. They have a sign that says 10 hardest days in the Army. And I told him that's the only thing that got me through Ranger School was knowing that I'd already been through the 10 hardest days over.
Was it difficult?
No, it wasn't difficult. It's just you have to pay attention to detail. Pay attention to detail. That's the biggest part of it. As long as you're physically fit, you can do the 12-mile road march, 6-mile road march, and the PT that they do. Because it's a mixed school. It's got all the MOSs are in there, all the jobs, all the rates are in there. So it's not like a crusher kind of PT or anything. But when you're talking about carrying equipment underneath of helicopters, that's a lot of expensive equipment, and a lot of lives are at stake there. If you make mistakes on hooking up sling loads and that kind of thing, so it's about paying attention to detail. Matter of fact, when they do an inspection on you, they look between the fingers of your gloves, and your gloves are considered non-serviceable if they're missing more than 3 stitches in a row. So that's about how thorough they are. They're over.
Yeah, I heard it's the thinking man's airborne school.
I wouldn't know. I was supposed to go to airborne school after Ranger School, but I took the extended course of Ranger School. I went in October of '93, and I didn't graduate till April '94. Everybody else does it in like 60 days. And so when I got done with Ranger School, I weighed 119 pounds, and the Ranger instructor said, "All right, where are you going?" I said, "I'm ready to go to airborne school." And he says, "Ranger, you need to go home and fatten up first." And once I got back to the unit and then just got into training and going to different deployments, I ended up going to Fort Polk, Louisiana to do some training, and then off into Haiti. They had a little presidential coup down there. We went down there to provide security for elections and things like that. And 25 years later, still never got to airborne school. So I was what they call a leg ranger, walking out of the ranger tab and no airborne wings there over.
QSO, when were you in Haiti? I was there in the 90s.
Yeah, so was I. I was there in the 90s. I was there for the 82nd Airborne Division left, and I went in there about a week early because at that time I come from a recon platoon where I was carrying a sniper system, so I went in there to link up with them. So 82nd left, 101st came in, and I was providing the security during the presidential inauguration between Jean-Bertrand Aristide and René Préval there, over.
Yeah, so I was down there with the RC-12. I don't know if you're familiar with that aircraft, with a civilian agency.
I met a couple civilian agencies while I was down there. It was entertaining watching some other people who were trying to train the presidential guard on marksmanship. And I remember watching a certain person with a certain group of people. He just walked up and he threw a big stack of targets on the ground, and they all had no ammo written on it. And I asked him, "What's that mean?" He says, "That means Jean-Claude don't get no ammo," because his bullets were everywhere but the center. They're over.
That's funny. Yeah, we flew out of actually Dominican Republic and going over the mountains, and it's a collection aircraft. It was ill suited for the mission because it was more for ELINT kind of stuff, and ELINT isn't a big issue in Haiti.
Yeah, QSL. It was an experience. I was here. I am 20-something years old, and I got a sniper rifle, a M203 grenade launcher, and a 9mm pistol, and I'm standing up in the back of a truck following the president's limousine wherever he went, and then getting out and getting on some rooftop and overwatching him while he walked from point A to point B, or whenever he was giving a speech. I was up on a rooftop. I know during that inauguration, I was up on the presidential palace, which was destroyed in the earthquake, and I was in the center of the top. But the flag detail came out and put up a flag that was so big that it was covering my field of view. So I had to walk out on the top of the roof to a wing and lay down on the rooftop of a wing. And that ledge was only about 1.5 feet wide and really high off the ground and no sun cover. And that was probably one of the worst moments. I laid up there for hours. My bottom lip got sunburned. It was bad.
Yeah, that is one of the poorest places. I've been all over the world, in Africa and Asia, and Haiti's the worst, or the poorest. I won't say worst. If you look at my QRZ page, actually, there's a picture of me standing on top of a Black Hawk in Haiti.
I'm gonna have to switch screens. I'm not gonna pull up my QRZ. I actually, since I talked about my YouTube earlier, I threw on my record, and I won't pull that up on YouTube since that's accessed by everybody. It's got your other info on there, so I'll go on there and check that out here in a little bit. There, over.
Yeah, I think it was a KE5OKQ on the coast. I think it's on the other side from Port-au-Prince.
This is W6VAH.
There's a W6 in there.
I'll stand by. I can't hear him. Go ahead and pick it up.
Okay, we got another station on the frequency. I'm just waiting for them to clear, and then I'll start.
Oh, hey, Bob. Sounds like they got a net about ready to start in here. WA6 is coming in. So I'll go ahead and sign with you, Bob, there, so we can pull off to the side there for them to pull on. But I appreciate you taking my call. It's a small world there, both of us in Haiti around the same time, and hopefully I'll see you again there down the log. KE5OKQ from Whiskey 4 Echo Mike Bravo.
KE5OKQ, Whiskey 4 Echo Mike Bravo, KE5OKQ. Yeah, we were flying out of Howard in Panama back then. I'm sure you've been there. 73s, and enjoy the QSO, Ed. Brought back memories.
Yeah, same. Appreciate it, Bob, and take care. We'll talk to you soon. The Whiskey Alpha 6 station there. Whiskey Alpha 6 station, come in.
This is W6VAH.
Whiskey 6 Victor Alpha Hotel?
That is correct. We're going to start the W6VAH net here at the top of the hour, and I was just waiting for you guys to finish up before I said anything, but one of my stations called in, and I'm sorry I interrupted your cue, so I told him to stand by.
Oh, no worries at all. No worries at all. I think I've made contact with you there before during that net. I think that matter of fact, I was talking to the previous gentleman there about a Omni 10-Tech radio that was given to me as a gift, and the first time and I think the only time I've talked on HF on that radio because I use it for CW. I think it was a contact with your net there, over.
Roger. Good. Well, thank you very much for your check-in. Would you like me to let me get your call sign, and I'll put you in the log here this morning. And go ahead.
Sure thing. Call sign here is Whiskey 4 Echo Mike Bravo. Whiskey 4 Echo Mike Bravo. And I went ahead and dropped you there in my log as well. And I'll go ahead and part off on the side and let y'all have the frequency there for your net. And I appreciate it. Appreciate what the Veterans Hospitals do there. And 73.
Okay, thank you very much. Got you in the log here, and my program, my logging program, shows that you did check in with us back in 2018. Got your name as Ed, and Ed, I want to thank you very much for your Army service. Looks like 24 years. Sounds like a career to me.
That and then some, and my son is currently in Syria, and he's the sixth generation of my family to serve there, over.
Wow, that's an impressive record. Very impressive. Okay, well, I didn't mean to interrupt you, QSO. I answered my other station, one of my posts out New Kaipa was on the air looking for me, and I told him to stand by. I was just going to wait for you to clear, Ed.
Yeah, no worries. What's your first name again so I can drop you on my log?
Oh, I'm John. My name is John, and I'm here every Tuesday morning, Ed.
Yeah, fine business. Yeah, I see it there in my log now that I typed the right thing in there. Yeah, it looks like January 24th, 2018. Well, all right, John. Well, thanks. And like I say, I'll move off here and let you get at it. And hope you make a lot of contacts there today from the club there. W6VAH from Whiskey 4 Echo Mike Bravo 73, John, and hope to see you again down the log.
Okay, 73, Ed, and thank you very much for the contact. Again, thank you for your Army service. W6VAH is clear with W4EMB and looking for W6YAL. Are you still monitoring that?
Well, it's good to hook up with her, and yeah, I think yesterday on 20 meters it was one of the most.
I'm just sitting here forgetting that I was recording a video there. Well, I had a great QSO with Kilo Echo 5 Oscar Kilo Quebec. Well, I turned off my screen there too. Forgot about that. So we went ahead and dropped them in the log. And then after that, the Whiskey 6 Victor Alpha Hotel came in there, starting his veteran net. And just dawned on me, I turned off my radio while my log's open here. Turn that volume down. Let me turn that, there we go. Sorry about that. Dog's barking there. Good security. Oh, it's got to be a squirrel. He's a squirrel. This is going to get loud. He's just a little dog. The driveway's his, I guess. But anyway, he's upset. Hey, but anyway, here at the end of the video, let me go ahead and I'm gonna do something here on video. Pardon the dog there, but it's all right. Everybody should get a tickle out of that, especially if you see him. This is the N3FJP log. So far today, I've made 6 contacts there in the black writing there, dated on the 9th. If you can see that there at the top. Hopefully it's not too small. So what I like about N3FJP, and I'm not paid promotion here or anything, I just really like his product. And so I'm going to show you how I use N3FJP, my log on my computer, and how I use it to upload my log to Logbook of the World, EQSL, and QRZ.com. Now I don't download from EQSL just because I get a lot of wazooins from there, but I'll download from Logbook of the World. But I'll upload to the others for those other people. So since I made those contacts today, I'm gonna click that bottom one, and I left clicked it, and now I'm gonna press and hold Shift on my keyboard, and I'm gonna click the top one that highlights them all. And now I can go ahead and hit Upload to Logbook of the World. Now I have two choices here: sign and upload or download. Well, I'm going to go to sign and upload. I'm going to choose the selected contacts from the main form, and that will choose that group. So it says attempting to upload 6 QSOs, and it blinks there and said final status success, 0 errors. Awesome. So I'll hit done. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to highlight that bottom one, which is 2880. I'm going to write that down here real quick, 2880. So I'll highlight that bottom one, press and hold Shift, highlight that top one. That takes them all in the middle. I'm going to hit upload to EQSL, the selected contacts from main form again. There it uploaded. I'll hit done. It turned them green. So that's why I wrote down 2880, because that was the first one on the list of my contacts there. I'm going to do it one more time. This is the latest update, by the way. So I paid for N3FJP software, and before that would be where I'd stop. But in the latest update that he sent down, which is free updates for the life of the stuff once you buy it, and I've had this, I don't know, 7, 8 years, 9 years now. So the newest update, he has added QRZ log to this now. So it's not down here in this list. Don't know if that's a future thing or not, but I can go to eLogs And there, it just showed up one day. A friend of mine pointed it out. So I can hit QRZ, and on QRZ, there's a key that you put in up here. And I'll hit the selected contacts from the main form. There, just uploaded those. Done. So there we go. So I've put my contacts in there, uploaded them to Logbook of the World, EQSL, and QRZ.com. And just to show you here, we'll go ahead and close my log. I'll go to QRZ.com, and I'm going to open up my QRZ logbook. And here they are in white, a white background in QRZ. And there's no stars highlighted, meaning none of them have confirmed me or anything yet. But tell you what we're going to do, though. We're going to go over here and hit Settings. And we're going to go to Logbook of the World, Import. Now, I'm going to import from Logbook of the World. So it's going to Logbook of the World. This is QRZ working with it. So it says one new confirmation. Okay, close the window. All right, so somewhere in here I got a new confirmation, but not any of these last 6 that I just made today. So the gold star means they've confirmed me through QRZ. The gold star in a circle means they confirm me via Logbook of the World also. But anyway, that'd be it. That was kind of a long one. So let me get over here. I got to look over here because my other screen's over there. So I can hit the stop recording button, and I'll see if I can get this posted up on YouTube. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Ed, W4 Echo Mike Bravo. Like and subscribe.